something, hasn't it? You know?
Time to finish.
Yeah. Beijing should have been his last games, but the Japanese decided on sending someone else who went out in the first round. And for me, you know, you had the 3 times Olympic champion sitting at home watching his teammate go out in the first round, unceremoniously dumped, you know, by someone who then went out in the next round, and everybody in that category was saying, thank goodness Nomura isn't here. Everybody was absolutely thrilled that Nomura wasn't here, and that was in 2008, and I think he was still a force. But the Japanese have got their own way of picking things.
You just got to look at the great Shozo Fuji, who was 4 times a world champion and never made the Olympic team. And the person they sent in instead of him at both of the Olympic Games won the gold medals. So
there's no question.
Such is the you know, you can't question that really.
That's right.
You know, there's method to. I'm not going to say it's madness, but it's. They certainly have a method there. You know,
method to their method.
I think it's what we were talking about. You know, sending the one that can win the Olympic Games.
And that's why I think they just got it so wrong with Nomura. He demonstrated in that lead-up between Athens and Beijing that he was still a force, a real force, maybe number 2 or number 3 in the world. But they fancied someone else, and they were still using that selection. They were still using their All Japan Championships, their national championships, as the selection event, and Nomura got beaten there, and he didn't go. But it didn't work for Tani because she was beaten there, but they sent her. She still medalled. But really, that one they got wrong. Should have sent the legend. No one's ever done it. No one's ever won 3 Olympic gold medals. Unique. It was criminal.
Yep.
Anyhow, history. That's history. I wonder who they'll send this time. They've got options.
So we've got Karimov in white.
He's back on.
Yoko Satemi. Now that for me is definitely a penalty. If you don't get any kind of movement, you know, and you're just dropping, it's not even a Yoko Satemi because it's just a drop.
It hasn't developed, has it? It hasn't gone anywhere. Karimov, I think, showed a little bit of mat awareness there because he blocked it so easily. It just didn't go anywhere, and that's why it looked so poor. Sambori ended up looking at, sorry, Zsolt, isn't it? Yeah, Zsolt Gorjanacz ended up looking pretty poor in that attempt.
Gorjanacz just got second penalty, so it's a Yuko on the board for Karimov.
I like the look of Karimov. There's just something confident about him. He's not showboating or anything. He just always takes up a nice position. Looks really good at you know, around the mat. Again, look, nowhere. I think he's gonna get called this time. No, he's going to say that he attempted, but his hand slipped, and I think probably that's what happened. He wanted to attempt, but the hand slipped, and he ended up looking a bit poor again.
I remember losing a European semi-final because I didn't get enough rotation in a drop Cianagi attempt. So you've either got to get a full rotation, or you've got to get, if it's a Yoko Satemi-waza, you've got to get a full, like that, for example. Yeah. You get movement, you get drive, you know, and you break the balance.
And you can see it because your opponent ends up defending it. He actually has to move to defend it, whereas the attempts that we've seen Karimov having to defend, he hasn't needed to move because his opponent hasn't moved him at all. Ooh,
it's going. Oh, it's got to be a Wazari.
Oh.
So Wazari given straight in Kesikatami, and he's not going out of that. It's Makura.
He's done it again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, it was a massive one again, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and
he gets the signal, and then he just goes.
But look at the commitment. You know, once he actually latches on and he gets the full drive there, they change the top half and they crack the balance. And as soon as they, they climb on top of it.
Karimov and Kodera, the Japanese.
It's going to be a good one.
They're coming.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.